Let's have a look at the first basic vegetable cut that we talked about, which is the Brunoise. Okay, the Brunoise is cubes of 2 mm in size, so each side has to have 2 mm roughly, and it's just a basic video. So the way you work, I take a carrot, it's easiest for demonstration. The first step, you need to prepare your carrot in order to make your little cubes. So the end here, you're not going to keep this, so basically I'm going to remove that. And the next step, in our book it says you need to have chunks of roughly 6 to 7 centimeters in length. So, we're going to start maybe something like that. Rolling motion. Okay. So this is how you start with. You got your piece of carrot. Second stage, you need to make a square shape. So you start to cut all of the sides of the actual carrots. I'll take a little bit out here, so make it flat on that side, then you roll it. Then we're gonna go. I'm doing this with you as a kind of the first time, like I said, so don't expect the the mega super job. Just to tell you, you can doing at home as well. And as you can see, if you see here, my carrot is suddenly square. Now it's much easier to work with that. You see, it's very stable and you know what you're doing. So from here, basically, you're going to start to do slices that are very thin. You're going to try to keep to this 2 mm, which is pretty tough. So let's try it out. Roughly speaking, I think that's even more than 2 mm already, but roughly speaking, this is what we're going to get. So be very careful with your hands. I think this one is too big. And we end up with this. This is the second stage. Alright, so let's take just the nice ones. When you're here, you can again make it a little bit more square and more straight, so it's nice and tidy. And from here, I'm going to start again to cut on the side to have this little, and I'm gonna just keep the best looking ones. Alright, so now that you've got your little bâtonnets, as we call them in France, from here, basically, you're gonna try to keep again in the 2 mm range and start slicing away your Brunoise. So it's hard to okay, and there we have it. Look at that, how beautiful that is. Alright, this is a Brunoise cut. And now for our final shot, to give you the comparison. Here is the smallest of all, the Brunoise, 2 mm in size. Then comes the Macedonian cut with its 4 mm, almost half centimeters inside. And finally, the mirepoix that we've been talking about, which is always the very roughly chopped cut. And it's also used to make aromatic base. So you will chop all your vegetables with the similar roughly chopping method. And that concludes our video for today. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.